Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And this pollen is kicking like Bruce Lee. It is extremely high. You can pretty much see it floating in the air. See my eyes, right? It's pollen. So anyway, I'm gonna bear with me with these allergies or whatever, and I'm taking my medication. That's about it. This is our area. This part of living in the South. The weather's beautiful, but if you're an allergy sufferer, you can take whatever you want to take, whatever kind of remedy you want. Y'all can send me whatever type of potion, tonic, whatever you want to send. Don't none of that work when you walking around in a dust field. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. And I had to get y'all yesterday, man. I thought about doing it earlier, but I knew y'all would catch on because it was too early. So I waited till later on when y'all were good and tired, been at work all day, at home with them kids, them children getting on your nerve. They running around hollering, "Mom, I'm hungry. Daddy, bring me something." So I know y'all will be distracted. And that when I hit you with it. And I must say, I did a hell of a job. Wouldn't you agree? Don't play with me. I told y'all about playing with me. Anyway, let's get on to this topic. There's something. Let me say this. We done went over these numbers before, right? We done went over the numbers, went over the stats, went over the statistics, whatever you want to call it, about the majority of Americans are living check to check, right? The majority of Americans are broke, don't have $100 in the bank. I was one of them. Let me say this before I go any further. This channel is for adults, please. Grown men, grown women, if you're trans, as long as you're an adult, if you in the community, as long as you not gay, as long as you grown. I don't care what y'all, whatever. You used to be a man, now you're a woman. You used to be a woman, now you're a man. I don't give a damn what you are. Just be grown or be gone. In the words of Nicky the Marks. But anyway, and the reason I say that is because I'm getting a lot of childish questions in the comment section, but they're coming from adults. I'm getting a lot of feminine questions coming from men. For instance, I told y'all I'm struggling just like y'all. Then here come the comment, but if you said you were struggling, one minute you say you're doing good financially, now you say you're struggling. 1 minute you can be doing good financially, and the next minute you can be struggling. Let me repeat that. A comment stood out to me. It was a hater. 1 minute you say you're doing good financially, the next minute you say you're struggling. What's going on, yo? First of all, so I responded, how old are you? And are you a man or a woman? I'm trying to see, the name look like a man, but you're asking a question like a woman. My page is for adults, but you're asking questions like a child. If you don't understand how you can be doing good financially 1 minute and then struggling the next. The society we living in. It's called bills. It's called life. It's called responsibilities. You can be up 1 minute, down the next. Down 1 minute, up the next. Grow up. This channel is for adults, okay? if you're chilling, if you're one of them churn, and you just stuck got grandma, granddad, or mom and dad phone, and you look at that Big Ward, because that's who they be watching all the time, and you try to see who the hell Big Ward is, this channel is not for you. Give me her phone back, and you take your ass to school. This is for adults, okay? I don't care what gender or what you identify as long as you grown. Now, the majority of people, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by me. Sometimes I rudely interrupt myself. Most people, again, are living check to check. But let's look into one of the main reasons why the majority of people are broke. Speaking for myself, it seems like not every time I get paid, but before I get paid, my check is already spent. I already have debt to pay. I can't get my check and just say, you know what? I'm going to keep $200 in my pocket and save the rest. I can't do that, and neither can you. The culprit that's keeping us broke, the number one culprit, is debt. We owe too much. We owe more than we are making. It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. I told you I got a family member that was working in a bank. Had looking at the accounts when people come in, the doctors, lawyers, all of them. Got big deposits coming in, big deposits going out. My family members told me that you have doctors and lawyers and people that make plenty of money that's still living check to check, just like somebody making minimum wage. They got more stuff, but financially, monetarily, cash, they just as broke as everybody else. Yeah, they got the new Porsche, the country club, the 4-car garage. They got all that. But they waiting to get paid, just like you and me, because of debt. Debt is an armed robber without a gun. Debt is robbing us without a gun. Right now, the majority of Americans are surviving on credit. The majority of Americans are surviving on credit cards. Overwhelmed in debt. No cash. Even our government. We don't have a good example to follow because our government is doing the same damn thing. We live in a system that teaches you credit is better than cash. Our system, we are programmed to be in debt. We are programmed to go after credit, to get stuff on credit. We are taught, I see posts on Facebook in different places. What would you rather have? An $850 credit score or $250,000 cash? And you wouldn't believe what the majority of the answers was. Would you rather have $850 credit score or $250,000 cash? The majority of the answers was people saying they'd rather have an $850 credit score. They have been brainwashed. We have been brainwashed to believe that an $850 credit score is better than $250,000 in cash. Because you have been sent to school, sent to college, the liberal institutions, and taught how to work for somebody. So you don't see that $250,000 as an investment into your business. You see $250,000 as money you're just gonna go spend and blow. So you rather have a credit. Because $250,000 cash ain't gonna do you no good because you don't have a business mindset. You don't know how to flip money. You don't know how to invest money. So you rather have the credit. Because that's how we've been brainwashed and convinced that credit is better than cash. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised that cash is king. But now we're living in a system that's trying to get rid of cash. They don't want you going to the store spending cash. They want us in debt. And in debt society is a working for life, a slave for life society. They want you in debt. Example. They don't pay you enough to save cash to buy your house. So in order to get a house, you need good credit. How you get good credit? You got to go in debt. You got to borrow money. You got to get credit cards. And you got to owe folks and you got to pay them back. You got to borrow and pay, borrow and pay, borrow and pay. I heard Dave Ramsey say for a long time he had bad credit or no credit because he paid cash for everything, but he's a millionaire with a low credit score because he didn't finance nothing. He bankrolled everything. Cash rolled everything. So there are some people out here on jobs got better credit scores than a lot of millionaires. Because the millionaire paying cash, don't believe in debt. And you think you better off. You think you doing better than them. I got an 850 credit score. You got a 550. You're an idiot. Debt is killing us. And it's by design. How many of y'all, if you didn't owe so much, will be working as hard as you are? If you didn't owe so much. I ain't talking about just your light gas and your water and the stuff you need. I'm talking about all the other stuff. How many of y'all will be working 2 and 3, 4 jobs if you didn't owe so much? How many of y'all will be so miserable and unhappy right now if you weren't so in debt? Broke because every time you get your check, you just got to give it out. How many of y'all are depressed and sad for that reason and that reason alone? Because you broke, because every time you get paid, you paying this, paying that, paying that. Debt. Yes, there are some things we have to pay. You got to have a roof over your head. I get that. But the majority of stuff, the numbers don't lie. The majority of stuff we're in debt for is stuff we don't even need. Keeping up with the Joneses. Trying to look like we rich instead of being rich. I even had the mindset, I ain't gonna never get rich, so at least I can look like it. And will blow all kind of money on trying to look like I got money and ain't have a goddamn thing. My mindset has changed now over the years. Now I want to be rich. I don't give a damn about looking like it. So you haters that be talking about the little jewelry I be wearing and this, that stuff is so old. And gold is worth money. Keep that in mind. Well, you got that old school car, you wasted money on that. It don't decrease, it increase. Keep that in mind. Big Ward ain't no fool. That's why I'm here trying to school y'all to some game. Get out of debt and stay out of it. Don't let this system keep convincing you that you need to continuously owe people in order to be doing good, worried about your high credit score. To be honest with you, other than trying to get you a house, I wouldn't give a damn about no credit score. All the other shit, you need you some credit card. For what? When in reality, if it wasn't for the credit cards, you wouldn't be broke the way you need credit cards. Think about that. You need credit cards because you're broke. And it come in handy when you ain't got no money. But if it weren't for the credit cards, you'll have some money. And you wouldn't need the credit card. See how they got us running around in circles? Debt is killing us. Debt is why I be sad most of the time. Thinking about all this shit I gotta pay. Most of it I have to, but a lot of it I don't. A lot of it is from years of mismanagement of my money. Years of not having no money. Years of bullshit. Years of effing up. got me to where I owe a lot. So yes, I could be making pretty good money financially, but still can be struggling. You hater. That's how. Because I'm transparent enough to tell y'all, hey, I done blew some money over the years. I done made some bad financial decisions over the years. So now, even though I could be making some good money, I got a past to fix. The wreckage of my past. Falling into that system, into that trap of debt. Falling into that system of trying to keep up with the Joneses. Falling into that system of trying to look rich, even though I wasn't rich. I got caught up too. That's how I'm here to tell you, don't you get caught up. Watch out for that robber walking around here with no gun, robbing people of everything they got. Armed robbery with no pistol. That thief called debt. Beware, he on the loose. Get it, got it good. Bye.